Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H is one of the most beloved names in wrestling, with his behind-the-scenes work in WWE propelling the company to new heights in recent years. However, his booking during the road to WrestleMania 41 came under the scanner by a section of fans, and Vince Russo thinks The Rock has a key role to play in this. The final boss aligned with John Cena at Elimination Chamber 2025, laying the foundation for a blockbuster new alliance between the two megastars. However, The Rock didn't make any appearance following the Premium Live event. Though there were expectations that he could show up at the show of shows to help Cena win the undisputed WWE title, he was nowhere to be seen at the event. In the latest episode of Vince Russo's The Brand, the former WWE writer speculated on the reason behind the chaotic road to Mania. Russo stated that Triple H and The Rock had hated each other for years, and that the Great One might have deliberately disappeared so that fans would call out the game for poor booking. In a recent episode of Sportskeeda's Writing with Russo podcast, the former WCW champion blasted the WWE chief content officer for paying heed to social media noise. Vince Russo claimed that Triple H was spending too much time engaging with fans on the internet and not catering to casual viewers. With WrestleMania 41 season behind us, the Game and his team have set the stage for an entertaining next few months with this week's newsworthy editions of WWE Raw and SmackDown. Arpit Shrivastava is a journalist who reports on pro wrestling, WWE, at Sportskeeda. He is also an assistant content manager for the AEW team and has played a pivotal role in building it from the ground up. Arpit graduated in political science and mass communication. From writing for his college magazine, while being a huge wrestling fan, to pursuing journalism as a career, he has accumulated 5 years of experience in the industry. During the course of his career, Arpit has written nearly 4 articles, garnering over 32 million reads. Besides covering the latest stories in the world of pro wrestling, Arpit mentors several up-and-coming writers and is also responsible for assembling a stellar team for Sportskeeda's all-elite wrestling division. Arpit gives utmost importance to fact-based reporting as he sources information only from reliable outlets. He believes in providing relevant information to readers, allowing them to form their opinions based on legitimate facts. Among Arpit's favorite wrestlers is MJF. He admires the Wolf of Wrestling for his cool, anti-authoritative attitude on television. Arpit is also fond of Sami Zayn's never say die approach and underdog persona. In the women's division, he looks up to Becky Lynch for her sheer aura. In a world where the bright lights of the ring hide darker backstage wars, it seems the latest battle brewing in WWE isn't about title belts or WrestleMania main events. It's about power, legacy, and revenge. A respected wrestling veteran has ignited a firestorm, suggesting that a former WWE champion is not just harboring resentment toward WWE's current creative head Triple H, but is allegedly working to sabotage his career from within. The bombshell dropped during a recent appearance on the Legends Circle podcast, where wrestling icon Carl "The Hammer" Donovan pulled no punches. "There's a former world champion walking around backstage with a serious chip on his shoulder," Donovan said. "And it's not just sour grapes. It's a mission. He wants to see Hunter fall." While Donovan didn't name names outright, fans and insiders have already started putting pieces together. Whispers point toward a certain former WWE champion known for his fiery temper and turbulent past. The Apex Renegade. For the sake of creativity, let's call him Damon Cross, a once celebrated performer who saw his star fall just as Triple H was ascending the ranks of WWE's corporate ladder. Cross, who held the WWE Championship in the late 2010s, was seen as a locker room leader for years. But his relationship with Triple H soured, insiders claim, after multiple disputes over creative direction, personal conduct, and what many described as Cross' old-school mentality, clashing with Triple H's vision for a modernized WWE. Cross felt like he was pushed out, Donovan explained. He didn't believe in NXT guys getting fast-tracked over veterans. He hated the black and gold era because he thought it was killing the real WWE. According to Donovan and other anonymous sources backstage, Cross isn't launching any loud or public campaign. Instead, he's allegedly waging a cold war, planting doubts among key players, criticizing Triple H's decisions quietly, and fostering resentment among other veterans who feel similarly displaced. "He's a smart guy," said Donovan. "He's not gonna storm into meetings or make scenes. He's whispering. He's stirring pots." Reports claim that Cross has been privately meeting with certain influential stars, urging them to question Triple H's direction for WWE. These meetings, described by one source as leadership chats, conveniently coincide with recent minor walkouts, contract disputes, and a growing sense of unease among some talents who feel lost in the new WWE landscape. In recent months, there have been curious incidents fueling the conspiracy theories. Creative leaks, sensitive storyline plans, particularly for top-tier talent, have mysteriously surfaced online before airing. Subtle revolts. Some veteran wrestlers have allegedly refused to follow new character directions, citing lack of vision at the top. Locker room division. There's reportedly a rising split between Hunter's guys, those nurtured in NXT and supportive of Triple H, and old guard veterans longing for the days of larger-than-life personas and smash-mouth wrestling. To understand the alleged grudge, you have to rewind the tape to Cross' final WWE run. At a time when Triple H was gaining more influence over creative, Cross was reportedly pitched a complete overhaul of his character, one he hated. Instead of the no-nonsense brawler gimmick that made him a champion, WWE allegedly wanted Cross to portray a more entertainment-friendly persona, complete with comedy skits and a watered-down finisher. When Cross pushed back, believing it would kill his aura, he found himself losing key matches, getting less screen time, and eventually being released. To Cross, sources say, it wasn't just a business decision, it was personal betrayal. He blames Triple H for everything, Donovan claimed. His fall, his exile, the end of his main event dreams. In his mind, Triple H stabbed him in the back. As of now, there's no official word from Triple H or WWE regarding these allegations. Knowing Triple H's reputation, cool, calculated, and seasoned in backstage politics, it's unlikely he'll address these rumors publicly. However, insiders note that Triple H has been quietly restructuring WWE's backstage hierarchy, installing loyalists in key positions, and minimizing the influence of those resistant to change. Some see this as a direct response to growing unrest, perhaps an attempt to shore up defenses against any internal threats. "He's playing chess," another veteran insider said. "He knows the game better than anyone." If these rumors are true, WWE could be heading toward a pivotal crossroads. While outwardly the company enjoys record-breaking business under Triple H's creative reign, the backstage undercurrents tell a different story, one of wounded egos, old grudges, and unseen battles for control. Could Damon Cross rally enough dissent to destabilize Triple H's vision for WWE? Or will Hunter, like he has so many times before, outmaneuver the opposition and solidify his reign behind the scenes? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, in WWE, the biggest fights don't always happen inside the ring. Sometimes the most brutal wars are waged backstage, with whispered words, secret alliances, and knives aimed squarely at the back.